What's up with it? What's up with it, man? It's the Bronco with the Fro coming at you with another reaction video. We got 10 athletes who perished in action, bro. Rest in peace to everybody on this list. Rest in peace to all the athletes out there who have died playing the sport that we all love. That's wild to think about, that people actually lost their life while playing the sports that we all love. And it was probably caught on camera too. I, for one, have never seen a live action death like in sports, like when I watch football or basketball or something like that. That's really the only two sports that I watch. But yeah, this finna be a wild video, man. Let's see what goes down.
Here are 10 athletes who died in action. Find out how their passion for sports quickly took a turn for the worst.
That's sad, bro. That's a nice little graphic.
Number 10, Puerta.
Antonio Puerta. I knew he was a soccer player.
2007 through 08 match against Getafe CF. 22-year-old Spanish soccer player Antonio Puerta
22?
in the penalty area. He was seen crouching and then collapsed upon moving back to his team's goal.
Oh.
35 minutes of the game had passed. Puerta was able to walk to the dressing room where he collapsed a second time. He was taken to the intensive care unit of Virgin de Horacio Hospital, where he received cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Puerta died on August 28th.
Oh, man, dude was only 22.
Doctors later reported that Puerta had suffered multiple organ failure and irreversible brain damage as consequence of multiple cardiac arrests due to a hereditary heart disease, which is incurable. At the time of his death, his girlfriend was expecting their first
That's
child.
sad,
Following
man.
Puerta's death, FIFA made mandatory the implementation of resuscitation rooms in every stadium.
That's good though. Make something good out of his death. But that
9, Ray Chapman. Back in the early days of
somebody
baseball,
died playing baseball.
the pitcher's job was to alter up a new ball the moment it was put into the game. This technique was called the spitball. The ball was covered in dirt, saliva, Vaseline, or even tobacco juice. The result was a deformed, dirty ball that flew erratically.
It hit him in the head.
Over the plate was very hard to see. This now banned practice is believed to be responsible for Ray Chapman's death back in 1920. He was struck in the head with a
Damn, bro.
in a game against the New York Yankees. Mays threw a spitball. Eyewitnesses recounted that Chapman never attempted to dodge the ball, apparently because he was unable to see it. Chapman didn't react at all, members of the Society of Baseball Research claimed. The sound of the ball smashing into Chapman's skull was so loud that people believed it had struck Chapman's back.
Oh my goodness. Bro, if I'm his teammate, I'm charging the mound. I'm make him. Bro, I swear to God, we jumping that man. Bro, we are jumping that man, bro. If you kill my teammate like that by throwing a baseball at his head, first I'm swinging on you, and then I'm going to the back getting that thuka, and then I'm letting some shots out. Nah, not on my mom. It's all jokes, but still, that's wrong.
It's the wave itself they should be careful of. On Friday, December 2nd, 2005, Malik Joayu, a surfer known for...
Oh yeah, surfing dangerous, bro. Surfing is one of the dangerous sports ever.
Oahu's pipeline in Hawaii. Witnesses claimed that as Joayu dropped into the wave, the nose of his board sank into the face of the wave, slowing his forward momentum. Due to the loss of speed on this highly complicated,
you ain't gonna catch me in no water, bro.
By the lip of the wave and
sunk underwater. See, that's too dangerous.
Was so powerful that it broke his board. Another surfer who caught the next wave claimed that the leash of his board was ripped off by the force of the wave. With his board no longer strapped to himself, people were unable to locate him visually.
That's sad. He drowned.
And other surfers searched for Joayu, although their efforts proved unsuccessful for a brief period.
Oh, I was about to say, it's good that they found him.
Beach by surfer Miles Badaka. Badaka reached him and brought him to the shore with the help of other surfers. Lifeguard and paramedics attempted to bring Joayu back to life.
Yeah, you ain't finna bring him back,
An
bro.
autopsy report revealed that he had been hit in his head by the surfboard.
Dang.
Making him unconscious. He was only 25 years old.
I thought he would have drowned. He died because he got hit by a surfboard.
Perro Aguayo Jr. Lucha Libre is one of Mexico's
Oh yeah, wrestling dangerous too. One of the most dangerous sports.
Although it is known to be more of a show than actual fighting.
I already know Owen Hart gonna be on here.
Happened in the ring on March 20th, 2015. El Perro Aguayo Jr., wrestled a tag team match at Baja California, Mexico. During the match,
Oh yeah, Rey Mysterio killed that man.
To propel Aguayo out of the ring, but Aguayo returned to the ring, upon which Mysterio drop-kicked Aguayo in the back and shoulder.
And then it
set up for Mysterio Jr.'s
619
as Aguayo landed on the middle rope. Manique, Aguayo's teammate, then fell onto the middle rope beside him when Aguayo appeared to be unconscious. Manique shook him slightly to revive him. Mysterio performed the 619, but did not hit either opponent. The match continued, with Mysterio Jr. checking on the unmoving Aguayo.
Dude,
the referee's attention. The match
he broke his windpipe or something.
Other wrestlers ringside attempted to figure out what was wrong with Aguayo.
He couldn't breathe.
When the match was over, a group of people went to Aguayo, believing he was just unconscious and in need of medical assistance. Officials later brought Aguayo out of the ring. When paramedics arrived, Aguayo was taken to the local hospital, where he was pronounced dead at around 1 a.m. on March 21st.
I'm surprised he wasn't pronounced dead at the ring.
The wrestler was 35 years of age. The cause of death was later announced as cardiac arrest due to a cervical stroke.
Oh yeah, he broke his spine. I said windpipe. He broke his spine.
Later revealed that Aguayo Jr. broke 3 vertebrae due to the dropkick by Mysterio.
Dang, Ray. This man, Rey Mysterio, gotta live with himself knowing he killed somebody.
Mankind has always had a fascination with dominating beasts. Although humans have an edge using their intellect to their advantage, the brutal force of a beast can also result.
Did she die doing a circus act?
30th, 1989, in Cheyenne, Wyoming, after completing a successful ride on a Brahma bull named Taken Care of.
Oh, he was bull riding. That's dangerous too.
Frost dismounted. The massive bull turned and hit him in the side. The horn did not perforate into his chest. It did break several ribs. Waving for help. As he took a couple of steps, he collapsed when one of the broken ribs had severed an artery that led to his
man, that's tough.
The doctors pronounced him dead as they discovered his heart injury to be irreparable.
That's
he
tough.
finished third.
You don't play with them bulls, bro.
Taking care of business, was retired in the 1990s.
He was retired.
And put out to stud until his death.
He was retired. Man, you know they killed that bull after that.
Todd Skinner.
You know they killed that bull.
Free climber and motivational speaker. He was married with
Oh yeah, free climbers. These are all dangerous sports, bro.
He completed several free climbing ascents.
Why would you even want to do this stuff?
International recognition. After Skinner had completed a new route at Yosemite National Park on October 23rd, 2006, he rappelled down the face of the mountain. While rappelling, and due to a failure of the belay loop of his harness, he fell 500 feet and died. Jim Hewitt, a friend of Skinner, who was with him at that moment, had observed that the harness appeared worn. Hewitt, 100 feet above from Skinner, on the way down, heard a snap sound. I looked down really quickly and just saw him falling, Hewitt says. He heard no cry, just silence.
What?
Dropped 500 feet to the
Well, I would have been yelling like a mud.
I saw him bounce once and then land, Hewitt says, and I knew he was dead. He was 48 years old.
Bro, I would have been yelling. Ain't no way I'm being silent my last moment.
1971 NFL
Yep, football on here.
24th,
Gotta
the
be.
Lions received the Chicago Bears at Tiger Stadium. Closing to the end of the game, Chuck Hughes entered the game as an injury replacement for another player. Suddenly, during a play, he dropped to the turf, grabbing firmly onto his chest.
Oh yeah, I seen a video on this one.
Butkus, a Bears player, saw Hughes collapse and convulse violently on the ground. Butkus screamed to the sideline hysterically to get Hughes' assistance. The doctors, players, and trainers from both teams ran to Hughes to try and save him.
Yeah, that's if you see them shaking on the ground like that.
To take Hughes to the hospital. He was
That's dangerous, bro. That's tough.
At 5:34 p.m. that afternoon. The Lions awaited
You know something not right.
Hughes' condition after the game, and were informed that he was dead shortly after. An autopsy revealed that Hughes was suffering from an undiagnosed and advanced arteriosclerosis. One of his coronary arteries was 75% blocked. To this date, he is the only NFL player
to die during the game.
Yep. He was 28 years old. Number 3, Reggie Lewis. When Boston
Bash, I heard about this, man. This sad.
Off-season practice on July 27th, 1993, he was one of the most valuable players in the NBA. With a relatively short
This was caught on camera
Lewis
too, I
had
think.
scored a total of 7,902 points. Lewis had shown symptoms of heart problems in the previous months, which included collapsing during the opening game of the Celtics.
This how you know something wrong, bro.
With the Charlotte Hornets. During the practice match on July 27th, 1993, he fell onto the court, dead. The cause of his death was due to hypertrophic cardiomyopathy.
This like a lot of athletes, they got heart problems.
Cause of death in young athletes. James Crowley, a Brandeis University police officer who happened upon the gym on a routine patrol, and another Brandeis University police officer tried to reanimate Lewis by using mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, but they were unsuccessful. He was 27 years old.
It's sad, man.
Ayrton Senna. Ayrton Senna da Silva was a Brazilian racing driver.
Yeah, racing gotta be on here.
Won world championships in 1988.
It's a lot of. I was just about to say, now this sport dangerous, but it's a lot of these sports are dangerous, bro.
Greatest Formula One drivers of all time, voted as the best and most influential Formula One driver of all time in various motorsport polls. He holds a record of 6 victories at the Monaco Grand Prix and is the 5th most successful driver of all time in terms of race wins. The 3-time Formula One world champion died on May 1st, 1994, because of his car crashing into a concrete barrier while he was in first place at the 1994.
He was in first place too. 180 miles per hour.
His accident was one of the worst of a number of accidents that took place that weekend, and one of the first fatal accidents to happen during a Formula One race.
180 miles per hour.
Senna's and Ratzenberger's accidents, which occurred one day before, became a turning point in the safety of
Got
Formula
to.
One,
That's
promoting the
bro.
implementation of new safety measures
He probably
in both Formula
died on
One
impact,
and
fool.
in circuits.
180 miles per hour.
Number 1, Marc-Vivien Foe. Marc-Vivien was a Cameroonian footballer who played
He on
as
the
a
thumbnail.
midfielder for both club and his country's national team. After a successful career in his native country, he traveled to France, where he gained international recognition and the interest of the world's top clubs. He was drafted into his country's national team, and as of 1994, he played in all
Damn,
of
okay, he
Cameroon's
was a
matches.
player.
He joined Lyon on a €6 million transfer, and later was loaned to Manchester City in the 2002
They loaned them?
through
That's the type of
2003
terms they be
season.
using over
On
there.
June 26, 2003, Cameroon faced Colombia in the semifinal of the Confederations Cup, which took place at the Stade du Gironde in Lyon, France. Late in the game, Foe collapsed in the middle of the field
Damn.
with no other players near him. Foe's widow, Mary Louise, stated afterwards that the Cameroonian player had been ill with gastric problems and dysentery before that match, and he was insistent to play in his adopted hometown of Lyon. They attempted
That's a
to
trooper
resuscitate
right there,
him in
bro.
the field, and he was later stretchered off. He was given mouth-to-mouth resuscitation and oxygen. Medics spent over 45 minutes attempting to restart his heart, and although he was still alive when he arrived at the stadium's medical center,
He still died?
afterwards.
That's
An
crazy.
autopsy concluded that Foe's death was related to his heart, as it discovered evidence of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, a hereditary condition.
These
known to
heart
increase
problems.
The risk of sudden death
These
during
heart
physical
problems, man.
exercise. The team's manager, Winifred Schaefer, wanted to substitute him minutes before his heart attack, observing that the player was fatigued. But Foe signaled that he wanted to continue. He was 28 years old. These 10 athletes found what they love, their sport. They all knew that the commitment to a sport
that's
required
true.
sacrifice, but none of them knew to what extent.
Yeah, they ain't, they ain't nobody expected to die. But if you do stuff like surfing and like race car driving, you know the risk in that. Bull riding and stuff like that. You know it's huge risk that you might die doing that. But hey, man, this was a wild video. Like I say, rest in peace to everybody that died in this video, man. Like, comment, subscribe, comment down below the reaction. Next time out.